Complex numbers part 3. To simplify I power n it is written in the form of I power 4k plus r, where what is the value, sorry, of I power n if r is 0. And I said that before. We write any power of I in the form I to the power the highest possible a multiple of 4k. K is a whole number multiplied with 4, so it will be multiple of 4 plus the rest. Okay, if r is 0, this is simple, so it's I power 4k only. It's totally multiple of 4, so it is equal to 1. Any multiple power of 4, any power of multiple of 4 for I is equal to 1. Now calculate z times w. Given that z is equal 2 plus 4i, w is equal 6 plus 2i. This is simple. Z times w. This is the complex number z, and this is the complex number w. We directly deal with multiplication of two complex numbers exactly as we know about distribution. 2 should be multiplied with all the other factors, 6 plus 2i, and plus 4i should be multiplied with the other factor, 6 plus 2i, right? So the answer will be 2 times 6, 12, plus 2 times 2i, 4i, plus 4i times 6, plus 24i, plus 4i times 2i, it's plus 8i squared. This is nice. Now, what is 8i squared? I will leave it as I, but I squared, we put it minus 1, right? Minus 1 times 8 is minus 8. Now the real number 12 plus the real number minus 8 gives us 4. Plus 4i plus 24i directly plus 28i. It's done. Solve the quadratic equation. This 17x squared plus x plus 1 over the complex numbers. We did that before. We'll do it again. Directly delta. B squared minus 4ac. B is 1, the coefficient of x, squared minus 4 times a, which is 17, times c, which is 1. The answer is 1 minus 4 times 17, 68 times 1 is 68. The final answer is minus 67. Usually, if we are not working on with complex numbers, with real numbers, if we are working with real numbers, this is negative. And no real roots. No real roots. But we have complex roots because we can say delta is, instead of negative, we can put I squared because it's negative 1 times 67, it's 67 I squared. We can continue now to find the roots. Alpha will be equal minus b minus radical delta over 2a, which is equal minus b minus 1. b is 1, right? Minus radical 67i squared over 2 times a. a is 17. 2 times a, 2 times 17, 34. So it's minus 1 minus I squared goes outside I. Radical 67 over 34. And directly beta will be the conjugate of that. Minus b plus radical delta over 2a, which is equal minus 1 plus I. Radical 67 over 34. Done. Let's do number 12. Number 12, also complex number. To simplify I power n. The same, it's written in the form I power n. We write it in the form I to the power 4k, which is a multiple of 4 plus r, which is equal I to the power 4k alone times I to the power r again. A to the power m times a to the power n. What is that equals to? A to the power m plus n. This is m and this is n. So I power 4k, which is m, times I to the power r, which is n, right? That's great. But he's giving me directly r as 3. So this will be equal, again, I to the power 4k times I to the power 3. What is I power 4k equals to? It's 1. Why? Again, because 4k is a multiple of 4. What left is I power 3. And what is I power 3? It's minus I. We did it up before in some video. But but we can do it again. I power 3 is I power 2 times I. So it is equal. I power 2 is always minus 1 times I. The answer is minus I. Done. Number 13. Calculate x if y, calculate x and y if z equal w. Also, we did that before. Again, we're doing this. Z equal w. This means the real part of complex number z equal to the real part of complex number w. What does that mean? Here the real part, which is not multiplied with I, it's 2. And here the real part is minus x. What do we mean by minus x equal to? This means x equal negative 2. We found x. And the imaginary part of complex number z should be equal to the imaginary part of the complex number w. What is the complex part here? What is the, it's minus xi, because imaginary part, I mean, minus xi. So we take just minus x, we remove the I from both sides, minus x, which is multiplied with I here, equal 2i minus 2, which is multiplied with I at the other side, right? Minus x, we have x minus 2, we can substitute instead of x minus 2 times minus, it's 2, equal 2y minus 2. This means 2y equal 2. And this minus 2 goes to the other side, and again 2, it's 4. We divide by 2 both sides, so y will be equal to 2. So done. I found the solution. X equal 2, y equal minus 2. We have to calculate z plus w. Also the addition of two complex numbers. Z is 3 plus I, and w is 5 plus 18i. What is 3 plus 5? It's 8, plus I plus 18i, it's 19i. I'm sorry, I'm moving a little bit fast because no more time. I want to do 15 and 16. I to the power 24, this is nice. According to what we said before, we raise it to the power of what? Of multiples of 4. Is 24 a multiple of 4? Yes, so we can directly say it's 4 times 6, right? Since it's totally multiple of 4, there's no other number. Directly, it's equal to 1. Done. 2z minus 6w. We have to calculate 2z minus 6w. 2z minus 6w equal 2 multiplied with z minus 6 multiplied with w. So it will be equal 2 minus 14i minus 42 minus 48i. The final answer will be 2 minus 42, it's minus 40, minus 14i minus 48i is minus 62i. All right. So I will do a separate video for the rest of the questions because they are trigonometry. So I will stop here now, but I want you to do get a paper and pen and follow me. Try to stop the video, each part of them, stop them, do the things yourself, and then go proceed with video to see more. And then try to do it yourself. If you need anything, you can repeat the video. And if you still need anything, you can ask me at any time. Send me emails. And I'll continue those in the next video.